guys, it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today's video is decorating for fall. So simple things to decorate for fall. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I want to say thank you so very much. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any video. If you didn't see my house tour, I will list that in the description box. We bought a new home in Connecticut, and so I finally showed you the before and afters. The front porch is pretty much going to remain the same as I showed it in that picture. I'll show a little snap of it right here, but I am going to paint all of those white pumpkins, different shades of pink for breast cancer awareness. So once you're in the foyer, the only thing I did was I like things to be really simple. So my number one tip is to have neutral furniture because then you can switch out color and decor really easily. So the first thing is when you walk in the foyer is there is a credenza there. It's simple. I have a round tiered tray. You guys know I'm obsessed by these trays. I decorate them simply by either adding pumpkins or candles or greenery. It just depends. In this case, I added the white wooden beads. I added white pumpkins. I added wicker pumpkins, the hyacinth pumpkins. I don't know what you want to call them. The twine pumpkins. And so it was really simple. Oh, and next to it is one of my favorite things, you guys, is because I like the smell of candles all day long. Amazing. I love the wrought iron, and they will fit a big candle, small candle, short candle, tall candle. So as you can see, I just switched out the candles. We have the two-tiered tray. On the other side of it, I have I'm a tray person, you guys know this. I have this gorgeous wood tray. The only thing I did was I added something to give height. So I added a round tray to the square tray and then put a beautiful green gourd, pumpkin gourd, and a little green Voluspa candle. My favorite matches by Sweetwater. And then I always have that wrought iron light. Again, it's battery operated, so that one can stay on. And then I just shoved some eucalyptus and added that in. The little side table, the only thing I did was switch out the florals. I mean, it's that simple. Take out the pink and add whatever color you're going for. Again, I don't have a lot of orange. There's hints of orange, but it's mainly like burgundies and green because, you know, I'm obsessed by green right now. And I do things in odd numbers, so 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever. Typically, when I'm grouping things, I group them in odd numbers. It just looks aesthetically pleasing. That is tip number 2. The other thing is the half bath that's in there, and the only thing that I really did there was I put this mirror I'm obsessed by. If you guys are looking for a great half bath or a smaller bath mirror, I love that this has a shelf on it. So it has that rustic farmhouse feel to it. I just added some picks Again, they have a little bit of burgundy, a little bit of orange, a little bit of green. And the little dish that has the light, you know, that you can, the little candles that are automatic, like battery operated and timed. So this is on a timer normally. And on the other side of it, I found these 3 little white cute pumpkins. You don't need to do a whole lot in each. That is the foyer. Now when we walk in to the living room, so this is the main area. I have another little credenza over here where the TV is. You know, during the holidays, I do try and keep more of a scenery going on the TV. To that ugly box. Now for those of you that have not seen this, I'm going to show you. Turn your TV on. Go down. Everybody's TV is different. Go find your YouTube. There it is there. And then what you will type in the search bar is screensavers for TVs. I've already done that. And you see how I have some here that they're recommending? They have some pretty ones. These are some ones that I'm just going to look through and I'm going to go, oh, that one's pretty. I think that I'm just going to pick, how about this one right here? I'm going to pick this one right here. You're going to have to go through a few little ads right down here, and then you're just going to say skip the ad. Some play music, some do not. I don't like music. So I am going, see if you listen, this one actually plays music. I don't particularly care for the music, so all I'm going to do is mute the TV. And there we go. Now, instead of an ugly box, we have something a little prettier. There's a lot of orange in that. I'm going to change it. I don't decorate with orange. Then there's a little side table over here. Now, normally I would have some type of fall foliage, but it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I have the bestie of all time, and she had gotten me flowers for the first day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and they're all pink and beautiful, and so they go well. So what I did was, again, I have a square table. I took a round tray, has little feet on it, so it gives it a little interest. Everything's not flat. And then I put a beautiful glass pumpkin on there, and then another Voluspa candle. I'm obsessed by Voluspa. You guys know that's one of my favorites. And then in the living room, the only thing I did was the pillows were green. They haven't changed. They might have moved around a little bit. But then I added some leaf pillows. Here, let me grab one so you can see. And maybe Kohl's, I don't know, I'll list it. But I love, see there's some orange in here, but we've also got some green, burgundy, pink, you got it, you name it. And so I have 3 of those on the couch, and then I found like a super neutral. Again, I'm still going with neutral, it's just texture I'm playing with now. You can have the same thing going on and just the same color and just have different textures, and it looks really cool in my opinion. The ottoman stays the same. The tray stays the same. Here, we can just look at it together. I've pushed it over a little. This is one of the best wooden trays. If you love a tufted ottoman, I love this. I get a big giant wood tray. This one I just added. This one is a taller round tray. And then I've got wood pumpkin, a glass pumpkin, but they play off of each other. Again, another little Voluspa candle. Where did I get all these little Voluspa candles from? Y'all, come on. That I told you, that little gift pack, there was like 8 of them in there. I used every color but the red one. And you know for Christmas I'll be using the red one. And then these are my favorite because they're a neutral. They're a gorgeous marble with the gold. I love this. Coasters. So, you know, because this is tufted, just throw a coaster down, it'll hold it. And I like to have it off-centered. And then again, and then this one here is just this beautiful vase right off of Amazon, and then pampas grass. I added that last time I was talking to you guys. Now, hearth and mantle. Tip number 3 was textures. Tip number 4 is what you have on one end should balance what you have on the other end. Hearth. Let me see if I can move this. I don't. Yeah, we can see both sides. Wonderful. So I found this gorgeous lighted pumpkin done in this beautiful branch material, and it's lighted. The candlesticks stay the same. The lights that are in them, you know, those battery operated, they stay the same. All I did was put cute little candle wreaths on them, if you will. On the other side, that stays the same. That it balances the height of the candlestick holders on this side with the nice tall lantern house light thing. And again, we have light on one side, we must have light on the other. Again, that one's lit. And then I have a couple pumpkins, and then what I did was I filled that little lantern. Well, it's not little, it's big. I filled it with a bunch of green and white pumpkins, and then there's a green and white pumpkin sitting right next to it, and then we have a vase with some florals that I switched out. They're very, very cute. They're very neutral. I love them. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this, and you ain't gonna see me, but I'm gonna talk. So what we have on one side must match what we have on the other. I'm just gonna tie this one to this one, and that way, here we go. See, that way, I'm just gonna use a little zip tie and zip tie it, and that's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right. So that is the fireplace. Then there's another little table over here. It's not little. Another sofa table over here. The only thing I did, you guys, is I added some velvet pumpkin. I added a velvet pumpkin, and I switched out. I literally left the foliage in those baskets right there. Alone, it's white, it's a neutral, it's green, it's a neutral. What I did was stick a pick of some burgundies and oranges and some other greenery, and boom, boom, done. That's all I did over there. That's it. Now let's go into the kitchen. I love the kitchen. Now, like I have a round tiered tray, I have a square tiered tray. These are great, you guys. This is one of my favorite things. My son, he goes, Mom, it's fall. That means hot cocoa comes out. Not today, but yes, hot cocoa comes out. So I make it a hot cocoa / tea station. And so what I do is, this part has not changed. I have like the jars with the labels, you guys know. So I have one for hot cocoa, one for mini marshmallows, and then there's one for sprinkles. I switched out my demi spoons to gold instead of the black, which is normally there. And then I just got some really cute fall mugs. I have mugs for everything, but I really loved the pattern. It kind of reminds me of a beehive pattern, and it has a couple fall sayings, adorable. And then I found a white maple leaf. Love it. And then, oh, shocking, a Veluspa candle. And it works perfect. They just work perfect. And then next to it, I took out the tulips and I added that fall foliage that I bought like 4 of them. They're awesome, very neutral, go with everything. Any decor you have, hold please. Any decor you have, these would go. It's so incredibly neutral, but look at all the textures in there. You've got little beady things, you've got fuzzy things, you've got leaves, you've got flowers. A lot of texture going on in one little pick. It's wonderful. So that I switched that out, and then I have a cookbook that's signed by one of my favorite cookbook authors, and that stays there all the time. What I do is flip through and find a page that I like. I don't know. I chose nuts. Yep. I don't know. They seemed fall-esque. And then there is a pumpkin there that has lights in it, little fairy lights, which is really cute. Now we're going to go to the opposite side of the kitchen. So, but before we get there, on the sink, throughout the year, I will change the soap dispensers. Now, being that these soap dispensers are so perfect, and again, soap dispensers, give them something to sit on so that it looks elevated. Not literally, yes, figuratively and literally. It looks elevated, and I love the gold. And next to that, so on the other side, I always have protein powder and peanut butter powder because I make smoothies for my son, so they're always out because otherwise I'd be dragging these jars in and out, and I'm not gonna. What I did was, and that beautiful, I have a piece of marble of my marble that the guys made for me. And so I have that sitting there, and then I have that beautiful round, we'll call it a tray, we'll call it a charcuterie board, you can call it anything you want, half marble, half whitewashed wood, beautiful, from Nordstrom's, looks gorgeous. I use it as a backdrop, and then I have a wicker pumpkin and a little tiny thing of green. I just moved that from where I had it, and I was like, boom, done. So I moved things around a little bit there, and then what I did is, remember that area that I said that they built for me? We changed it up just a little bit. What I did was add a pumpkin, a very neutral, greenish colored pumpkin. And then the next shelf up, what I did was I love this certain type of, it's usually by Godinger, but other ones have it too, glassware. So I do have pink out. So on one side, so what I did was also take some pink, what I did was also take some of the iridescent coupe glasses, and then I took and in the middle put a fall floral arrangement that I've had for years. I have no idea what I couldn't even tell you. Now on the center island, I changed absolutely nothing with the exception of I had trivets that sat on each end of that very long tray. Great tray. If you guys have like a stove or a stovetop on an island or a sink on an island and you need a nice long thinnish but not too thin tray, this is phenomenal. It holds my salt and pepper shaker that are white. It holds my utensils, which is white, flower vase, which is white, olive oil container, which is white. Why? Because it's neutral. So on each side I had these cute, beautiful white trivets. So what did I do? I put white pumpkins with a little bit of interest to them. One is 3 tiers and has some cute saying, and then the other one has some beautiful gold going through it like I have in my marble. Oh, and then on the stove or on the oven, I just found these cute little towels that one says blessed and then what the other one says, and I can't see it from here. Okay, then the hutch. Remember the hutch? The only thing I did was take out the coffee mugs, put those away, and put the clear, pretty mugs out. That's it. That's all. And then on the other side, I put some more pampas grass. I have a lot of white vases because it's neutral. And it just some more pampas grass. It adds that just a texture feel, right? Then when we go into the dining room, so we have the dining room and the bar left. So in the dining Now, let's go to the bar area. The bar area, really simple. I built this bar and I thought I made a video about building this bar. I did not. So at some point, probably in January, I don't think I can get to it before January, but maybe I can. I'm gonna show you how I actually did it. I thought for sure I did a video, but I looked at my videos and I did not. This is simple because it's literally 3 pieces. 4 if you count the tray. So it's the refrigerator, and then it's the 2 side consoles, okay? And then it's a very large, awesome tray that fits perfectly, as if it was meant to be. It was. I actually had bought that one and this one here for this. And that one was too big, and I held on to it, and sure enough, it fit perfect. Sometimes it's all kismet, right? So in the center, where that tray is, I usually have a little sign that says wine time. The other side says coffee time. It was given to me. It's always wine time. I found this really cute tray with the little beads around it, and then I have a trivet that usually is over here. I put it on there and it fit perfect. It's a trivet that I got, again, that one is from, that was from Nordstrom. That was not this year, it was last year. Half marble, half wood, it's great. I put a little green wreath and then I stuck a wood pumpkin on top of it. Looks amazing. I have a little cutting board behind there. One, it's useful. You could cut lemons or limes or citrus, whatever. You can cut your citrus. Couple wine glasses, a pitcher, equal, right? Glass here, glass here. Then I took some really pretty sunflowers that have that really burgundy color. I just put them in there. Had a little sign that says gather here. We have a candle. Is it a Voluspa? No, it's not. Then on one side of so that's the refrigerator. On one side of the console, that pretty much stays the same, except that I have one of those tobacco baskets with a wreath on it that I put together myself. It's not rocket science. I moved that from the center to that side. And then I have these glass bottles that I really like that have sort of a metal leaf on it or a metal flower, and I just thought that they reminded me of fall. And then on the other side, I added a tiny little pumpkin on my Keurig that does cocktails and a little sprig of burgundy eucalyptus. That's it. So that is it. That's how I decorate for fall. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, will you take a moment, hit that thumbs up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye, guys.